Stepped away for a little bit too long. That was not 2 minutes. Oh well. Nobody usually cares about this part. Think of it like stall. Oh shit, there's actually people watching right now. Oh. Uh. Oh. There's usually no one here in the big beginning of the stream, so I wasn't worried that I was late by like what? That's like 5 extra minutes on top of 2 minutes. 7 minutes late. It's crazy. Um, that's my bad. I, I'm not used to people being here. I'm not used to having responsibility. Leave me alone. It's not my fault. Okay. Don't mind the music. I spent like the last 3 hours trying to figure out how to set up playlist music. So yeah, crazy how long it took me to do that. It's actually harder than you think. It's so difficult. I don't know why this is not a streamlined process. Maybe it's just an OBS thing, but damn, that shit was hard. I had to ultimately just find a workaround, and it's like, I did it, but fucking hell, bro. Jesus Christ. Like, why do they make this shit so hard? They didn't. OBS is not when people play music, because that shit was... I had to do a lot of Googling, back and forth. Did I do this right? Blah, blah, blah. God damn. Why'd that take so long? But I did it. There's music in the background. It's music that I actually want to listen to. It's not some random ass radio station bullshit that was the alternative. I didn't give up. I got what I wanted. Alright, let's go grind. What am I gonna do? Who am I gonna fight? Let's go kill some skeletons. Skeletons. I guess I'll roll with the stellar build for a little bit. I actually never said what's up, y'all. How y'all doing? It's my bad. Nah, actually, what am I doing? I should kill stuff along the way. I probably should have maybe changed this out for, because I don't really need this. I mean, I can keep this. I can alter this actually, and yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I have to play a little bit before they let me go back, right? Yep, of course. So yeah, that's what I do. I'm gonna go back in a little bit and change this to this thing, and what's the other one? No, not that one. Enemies die too quick for that. Actually, that's right. Enemies do die too quickly, so I can't even like use the tissue tearing. Sucks. Being too strong sucks. Kind of wish there was more than 6 build slots. Yeah, no, I'm running into that problem, bro. Well, I've been running into that problem for way before this point in time, even before this update, but now it's like I want to make even better builds than ever before, and yeah, I'm gonna have to like get rid of these, which isn't that crazy. Like, I mean, a lot of these builds have a lot of overlapping features, so I don't mind losing them, quote unquote, but like, it does suck that I can't just swap over to the build that I really like or I feel like using. Did something hit me? You serious? That was rude as hell. Fuck out of here. What's wrong with you? He really thought he was doing something. Oh, I'm over here yapping and he comes trying to scrap. I'm not down with that. Go away. 6 for me is fine, but the issue is item turn, so it's build. Kind of wish the configurations don't change from build to build. That's fair. That makes sense. Can I go back now? I can. I'm gonna do something real quick. Temporarily. Oops, wrong thing. Go in here. Swap these augments. What? I'm on the wrong shit. Of course, happens all the time. Big fan from Egypt, by the way. Thanks for. Oh, no problem, man. I appreciate the love, and Egypt is a cool place. I want to go there one day. So of all the places in the world that are overrated, in my opinion, Egypt is not one of them. Yeah. Mainly because nobody ever talks about going to Egypt. So I gotta go one day when I actually have money. I don't have money right now. Don't worry about that. Yeah, concerning eco farming, I found alternatives to spamming mobs. I don't know how it compares to the usual mob farm though. well, hit me up. Drop the method. Maybe we could try it out on the stream. Cause you know, I got nothing else to lose. Do I want to use Luck Streak? No, because I'm gonna get hit with this build. This build is not. There's no dodging in this build. It's very meme builds. I don't really care. Tissue tearing is useless though, because I don't get value from that. I can't. It's fine, I guess. So there's no alternative. There needs to be more luck or Icker resource manipulation factors, because this is bullshit, bro. This is absolute bullshit. Between tissue tearing and nasty aftermath. Like, if you get too strong, this is worthless. Tissue tearing is trash because you have to hit them multiple times. And I don't know what to tell you. Even if you use a weak weapon, you know what you end up doing? You end up just splatting everything. Everything just dies because you hit like suddenly you hit like a crazy crit, because even your weaker weapons at a higher level with all the stuff put together, it's gonna result in some random ass like 10k crit. And like, I don't think there's any regular enemy that can survive 10k damage. Like, even on level 6. Bosses can't. Bosses can survive that. But regular enemies, no, they go splat. So like, that's crazy. Maybe the lava golems, but they don't count. They got like 15k health. Yeah, it just feels like I don't even want to put it on. Like, I'm not gonna I'm just gonna piss myself off if I put this on. So let's just I don't know. Let's go movement speed, I guess. Sure, whatever, man. I can also change this out. Oh yeah, this is what I'm gonna change this. I want to change this around because to a more farming oriented build, because I don't need majority of this shit. I only need circle of protection. Everything else is irrelevant. Give me greed. Actually, I should probably just make a new heart with circle of protection as the main thing. That would make sense. But I still gotta have this, so I can do temporary hearts. Only downside is you don't get XP from killing mobs. That's true. That's true. Like, you really have to make that sacrifice. It's either mobs or like XP or money. Like, that's something I hope that is addressed in this game, because as far as build making, it's fun to make builds, but it's annoying to run into walls and realizing most builds end up the same because you don't have enough necklaces, you don't have enough artifacts, you don't have enough hearts. Well, at least variety. A lot of these hearts do the same shit, so you end up with the same problem. Greed is nice, but I don't really need greed if I crank up all the other shit. Like, this is pointless. The fuck is 80 luck gonna do for me?
Well, what if not 80 luck? If you use this, you get 190 luck.
Trust me, this isn't gonna do anything. I'm not gonna see much value from it, but what else can I do, right? I can do resourcefulness, but is that even like, it's not even that helpful. Because that even in level 16, 12% resourcefulness is actually fucking useless. It's actually per heart, so it's not that bad, and you have 5 hearts. Sure, but have you seen the sliders? It's not that good, man. I don't want to make this a complaining stream. I love this game. I've been playing the fuck out of this game. It's just I wish there was some more shit for in-game optimized grinding, because you can have all these crazy farms that get you 60k in one run, but like, if you start making these weapon builds, you realize 60k ain't shit, and I need something better. I need more optimizations for my fucking looting and money and gimmicks. I need more fun gimmicks. Also, the heart. I play more on heart. Flesh magnet, curse of greed. To be honest, I don't even know resourcefulness. Interesting. Resourcefulness doesn't work on chest, I don't think. I think the looting, like if you have, let's see, what's it called? Luck. Is it called luck or? Yeah, it's called luck. The luck stat. The luck stat affects how much you get from chest. Resourcefulness affects how much you get from kills. I understand that much so far, because otherwise chest would be insanely valuable at this point. Like, if you really think about it, you have a lot more resourcefulness than you have luck when you turn up the sliders. So how come the chests don't like give you like 20,000 every single time? The numbers in this game go crazy. I mean, I've hit a 64 crit for no fucking reason before. This game's ridiculous. So that's how I'm pretty sure resourcefulness does not affect chest. Because you get a lot of, there's so many ways to get free resourcefulness that it doesn't even make any sense. And yet it never feels like you're getting crazy money. It's just because you have a lot of resourcefulness modifiers. You have to do a lot of gimmicky shit to make it work. And it's like, yeah. In these kind of games, usually run builds that are purposeful for damage. I like gimmicks and damage builds. I really don't like using farming builds too much. It never feels like it makes any sense. Simply because you usually have to run a gimmick run or something anyway, so it's like it defeats the purpose. It's like, I put on all the farming stuff and I got slightly more money, but ultimately it didn't change anything. But for the sake of the stream, I'll put the shit on. Okay, that makes sense. Look, chest, graded chest, but resourcefulness affects the amount of EQ you get. I think this was confirmed. Was it confirmed? But the numbers do not make sense. Okay, if that was confirmed, then you're right. The numbers don't make sense. Yeah, I wanted to do that too with the Kratos builds by stacking 3 stage rages. Broken build. Oh yeah, share that shit. I want to see, or I want to know. I want to see if I can put it together real quick, just for fun. Why not? I'll wait for the breakdown. I'm not even gonna leave the fucking room until you tell me. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna put you on the spot. You don't have to type an essay, bro. I promise. You're Gucci. You're Gucci. You're Gucci. Unless you do want to share with the class. What was I doing? I was too busy ranting to pay attention. Oh yeah, I was putting shit on. I gotta make a what you call it out of this. I need more money so I can make this as a base and then do some shit with this and this and this and this. Cause this is not gonna. I don't really. I mean, let's do some quick math. Cause the hearts only have 5. That's 12.5. I've actually never done math on this because I just don't care about this, but since I'm on stream, I might as well. Okay. That's worthless. Holy shit. Holy shit, this is fucking worthless. Just... Oh shit, I gotta go to the yeah, let me take this off, bro. Worthless. Flesh magnet, you're banished to the Shadow Realm. I don't ever want to see you again. I spit on you. I spit on you. Here we go. That's better. That just makes more sense. 105 versus with 5 hearts, with 5 active regular hearts, not temporary. Temporary doesn't count. It never does. I wish. That's 62.5 total resourcefulness increase from this bad boy. Fucking worthless, bro. You're trash. You're useless. I don't want to see you. But this guy's good. But how are you gonna get HP back? Let me see here. I can change that. I can fix this. Trust, I can fix this. So, I want to keep that, right? We don't need Panacea, though. In fact, I don't give a fuck about Panacea. Actually, no. Maybe keep Panacea. I mean... what is it? This is the one. Is that the one I want to use, or am I tripping? Actually, no. I just thought about it. I don't care. I changed my mind. I don't care anymore. You're right. You're right. Don't get hit. You're absolutely right. I just thought about it. I was thinking about it. Don't get hit. Let me read this. The artifact tibia. Power within. Whatever. Third necklace is scorching. Heart is mortal. Rolling greed. Rolling greed. Rolling power. Okay. Creature. Inferno. So the artifact. Ruinous Pierce. Cataclysm. Howling Reavers. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. I was wondering why you had the screeching on. It was like, you running some weakness build? Ah, there it is. Psychic weakness build. Yep. Honestly, I gotta make one of those, or make it again. I made one in like previous versions of the game, but it's been months since then. I gotta make another one, especially with this new system where I could get 2 weapons inside of it, and then like maybe use a bell with it. I don't know. I'll have to workshop that, but that actually might just be my next build. I'm gonna do some farming first before I get the creative juices flowing, because I've been standing around for too long. What slot should I get to the First things first. Well, we got me love this game. Yeah. Love this shit. I'm assuming SH is shit. I love this shit too. So 14. That's a good question. My caveman brain tells me you should do the weapon first, simply because your weapon's gonna carry you through if you don't get hit and die. That's assuming you don't get hit. But my second thought, a second immediate thought, it would be the heart. These two are like the main things that keep you alive most of the time, unless you have this soul fruit right here. That's a game changer. You get this soul fruit, it doesn't fucking matter anymore. Like, I'm not worried about survival because let me show you something. Let me show you my power. Hey, you, stop being lazy and hit me. Thank you. Grab these. Alright, we're Gucci. Problem solved. Fun fact, none of the peers, I can't read, Jesus Christ. None of the peers allows you to regen heart, even with 12 stacks. You know what also allows you to do that? But you would also, hey guys, I need to do something real quick. If you could just, hold on. Thank you, you're dead now, I don't have to worry. Anyway, so Fruit of the Undying, it also allows you to do it, even if you can't regen hearts and you have full ablaze. Buddy, don't touch me. In fact, it's an insult that you're not dead. Anyway, however, I believe the damage mainly comes from the meteor. Makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, to be fair, that's kind of a problem I have with fire builds. I love fire builds. In fact, this build right here is my favorite build to play because it's just so fucking fun. But I hate the fact that fire basically comes at a cost. You have to decide, okay, do I want to be vulnerable? Or not vulnerable, do I want to do no real damage? Or not real. It's like, you do okay damage if you don't have the meteor. Or you just get the meteor and your whole build becomes inflict fire or burn, or do fire damage without the burn, and then things go boom with the meteor. Like, it's like, I hate the fact that meteor becomes the only thing that fire builds are, or they're just kind of a weaker version. Like, you're either weak or you have meteor. It's not, I don't mean weak as in like you can't play the game without the meteor. More like you can't play level 6 reasonably without the meteor. That just sucks because I love fire builds. Yeah, I plan on sliding in from Undying to level 26 as level 23. I would say put it on anyway because it's so useful for farming. Like, if you're ever gonna just do a reckless farming build, like, fuck all this other shit. Fuck all these safeguards. Fuck all of this. Like, fuck that. Fuck this. Fuck that. Forget it, dude. If you die, go get your shit back. Like a real man. Just kidding. But yeah, like, for real. Don't. Because if you use this and you actually just move properly, you're just not gonna die because you always get your health back every single time. This in combination with where is it? These two. This is 4, this is 5. That's a total of 9. Yeah, you could put that shit on. Yeah, it might take up slots for other shit, but like, trust me, they're not as impactful as you think unless they affect your playstyle. Like, this, and this, these are my go-tos because they determine my playstyle. I'm never taking these off because my playstyle is entirely based around moving around. Even when that's not the build, I still have a squirrely side of me. I gotta move. I gotta wiggle, bro. But, yeah, if your playstyle isn't determined by certain fruits, feel free to go ahead and slap these on. And you kind of have a free gateway into alternate survival without having a build that just makes it to where you could stand there and go eat some chips and come back and be like, oh damn, that's crazy. Let me go clean my hands real quick. Kind of greasy. Head ass. Back to read. Yeah, put this on. So any clause that states you can't regen hearts only if it's basic. Yeah, that's true. That's true. A blaze, actually, no, that's not exactly true because a blaze does prevent revitalize from working. Revitalize is actually broken. This works. This works without. Like, I think Blaze can't stop this one because this just takes your money. But this one right here, mainly because this was one of the first things that were ever added to the game back in early development. So I imagine the dev made sure that a Blaze nerf the fuck actually worked on this. But everything else, which came after a Blaze, Just kind of just gets around it. It just doesn't fucking matter. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, I'm not sharing builds, but preparation build. It's just a one-shot build. So you're Batman. That's what you're trying to say. I like that. That's very clever. I tried Fire Dagger Wraith with clones, meteors. Seems busted. I gotta rethink some stuff. Oh, Silver Fruits. If you want to do a Fire Dagger build, something I would recommend is getting this, because this does stack. Of course, it only lasts for 2 seconds, but you're using a dagger, so every click you do, every left click you do is 2 swings. So it's 1, 2. So it's like guaranteed, like what, 4.4% damage. So something like this, and you know, you probably want to have some movement. So maybe something like these, maybe, depends, right? And then yeah, after that, it's like it really doesn't matter. It's up to you. Maybe this one too. Like if you're doing a lot of dashing, this fruit right here is actually pretty like insane for like some really serious dash builds if you're like actually into it. But if you're only dashing just to move around, don't put this on. So it's Tebia, got insatiable hunger, so pure survivability. It's pretty broken actually. You pretty much can't. Yeah, you just can't die like that. Like, I mean, there's other ways to not die. Like, you can actually just abuse temporary health. Like, if you have a Lum Heart as well as Quartz Heart into any other heart, you essentially just have infinite temporary health. But, oh, and also don't forget Weird Claw. Weird Claw on top of that, yeah, you get insane. You don't even lose regular hearts. You're only losing temporary hearts. It's insane, bro. It's insane. That's another way you can go invincible. It's not the most fun, I would say. Actually, no. Temporary hearts are actually pretty fun because you could put this shit on. So that way, every time you get hit with your temporary hearts, you just go boom. And at higher ends, it is 400. So yeah, that does scale off your other stats. So if you have anything that increases the damage you deal, like sharpness, empowerment, whatever the fuck the buff is, this can be scaled off of all those. So you getting hit can be a form of authentic, insane crit damage if you wanted to make that your, like, honestly, that's actually a build idea. Just stand there and let everything hit you and then let them kill themselves because they hit your temporary hearts over and over and then they got crit for like 20k. That shit can happen. It's insane, actually. Necklace is also because nothing really fit. We need more necklaces so bad, bro. Wishing this game multiplayer kind of stopped playing when yeah, that happens. That happens, bro. Ring Murder with Amplified Blood on the dashes. Cause not, why not? Yeah. Honestly, the rings, it feels awkward once you really start getting it going. Like you get 1 or 2 rings off the ground, and then you kind of come to a point where you're like, okay, so what do I do with the other rings? Like I feel like it's like maybe you might combine 2 rings together and feel comfortable, but the moment you try to think of a third one, that third slot is forever awkward. Like it's like there's no real reason to have a third ring. They don't, like, you usually reach build capacity at that point and everything else is just like like I put on Shared Pain on this build because it's just whatever, you know. I don't have any other purpose for the ring. I mean, the ring itself barely has value, if I'm honest with you, but hey, it is what it is. This intricate dagger, turn on duty. In the gameplay, it's just you spamming every power sharpen buff 3 daggers. That's pretty insane, actually. It's pretty insane. Hence why it's the Batman build. With enough prep time, you're battering. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Is it this one? No, it's not this weapon. No, actually, you could do it with this weapon. You could do it with this build. The sharpness build, where I know exactly what you're talking about, but I prefer doing it with this one. This is actually my preferred sharpness abuse build. I'll show you why. I'm gonna go through a boss real quick. This is basically my first favorite build, like broken build. If we're just talking about absolute fun, I prefer my fire build the most, simply because, you know, personality. This build is probably my favorite to run for just, you know, style points. Like, I feel like an absolute badass when I'm playing this build. It's nothing replaces it. I'm gonna dodge you guys. Thank you. Goodbye. I need to get to a boss. What do I have? Oh, yeah. Fencing. Perfect. Oh, that's right. I forgot to put it in main. Yeah, deck of knives is that. Deck of knives is disgusting. Hey, buddy, stand there for me. Thank you. Get some sharpness stacks, and then that. More sharpness stacks. Oh no, guys, he's hurting me. Whatever shall I do? I don't care. Listen, buddy, I don't care. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about any of your bullshit. In fact, I'm gonna kill you now. I've canceled this too early. Hold on 1 second. I'm stacking up my bullshit. Why did all these enemies spawn? I mean, that's a lot. I feel like that's disproportionate. But whatever. Just die, bro. And dead. Yep, GG. Told you I'm not worried. Okay, goodbye. Oh yeah, actually, let me get the loot.
Give me the loot.
There we go. Holy shit, I'm so fucking fast. Yeah, second hollering crit. I don't like the fruit that takes away your crit chance, cause that shit's awful. I mean, I'm sure you can like still have like at least like maybe 5% if you push more crit chance through other means, but like, what am I tripping? Are there other means of crit chance in these games right now? I don't think so. No. There are not. Like, losing your ability to crit sucks, because I like when I hit 60,000 crits, you know, like hitting hard power hits for like 8,000, because you have like stats like that are crazy nice, but like it just doesn't beat a 33k crit kick, you know, like hitting them with one of these, and it's like 33k. Like, that shit is way cooler than having every hit do like 1,000 damage, because then you just become a light spam build or a heavy attack spam build. That's not that fun. I mean, it's fun until you realize, oh, I'm using a heavy weapon, and spamming the heavy attack or the light attack on a heavy weapon kind of sucks, because this shit's slow, and yeah, it could be meaty and powerful, but like, I don't care. I don't want meaty and powerful. Or at least, actually, I do. I take that back. I want meaty and powerful, but not all the time. Sometimes I just like snappy, quick, and fucking filthy. Bro, can you move? I'm trying to speed past you. Damn, okay. I got you. Okay, hold on. Dinner served. Come here. Wow. How does it make you feel? Usually don't like it either, but if you guarantee crits with second dagger, you're not wrong. It really depends on the weapon setup and what powers they have that make certain things. I have a whole video about this, just like the build, the weapons and everything, they determine your playstyle. Like, if certain daggers in the game, they might seem the same, these might seem like they're the same weapon, they have the same attack animations, but they're just not. Like, the playstyle between these is totally different. If you're using this, you're going for perfect dashes and parries, and you probably built it for that sort of thing. If you're using this, well, you probably combine this with like where is it? These weapons, or maybe you combined it with where is it? The other crit stuff, like whatever. Like, you know, like there's just certain play styles and certain things you end up doing because your weapon is set up a certain way, and not just that, but also the power itself. Because, you know, depending on the weapon, you might actually like focus on different things. This has Deck of Knives. This is the same moveset as this one. They have the same moveset, but it's different though. It just doesn't hit the same. You live differently. Bam, bam, bada bop boom. Bam. So I stopped sliding it because other builds can't crit. Yeah, I like my crits. Hey, buddy. I need you to die. Thank you. Parry that. Thank you. Bam. Bada bop boom. Pow. Get these celestial hearts. Or celestial fucking stars going. Mm-hmm. Bam. Let me get my health back real quick. Stop talking to me. Thank you. Alright, now I lost my health again. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Ah, bro. Making my life real hard right now. Don't appreciate that. Not really. There we go. I'm not gonna lie. This build is a very funny gimmick. It's not super strong. I mean, it can hit hard once you get a crowd of enemies stacked up together. And also the kick spam can allow you to net some crazy damage over time. But that doesn't mean it's fun. I'm not gonna lie. This build isn't fun long term. I really call this like the... Technically, I consider this like the ultimate, like... In my opinion, this is probably like the ultimate farm build. Like when you're just a honest to God farmer, you don't mind a few boring hours, and you're willing to do this for the next 2-3 hours, right? You don't care. Because you can't die using this shit. It's impossible to die doing this shit. What can kill you, bro? Outside of you having a moment of stupidity, but even then, you can just make up for it. I'm just not gonna die. But like it loses its charm after a while, so you have to, like, I would say overall, ultimately, it's a funny meme build, but you're farming with this shit. That's about it. Like, the long term is that you farmed. And you farmed real good, bro. Parry that, thank you. Constellations can work on bosses, but you have to, oh, actually, you said something before that. I actually wish there was a way to proc passives that work on killing enemies to activate something other than enemies. Like breaking ice clone. I think there might be. No, I was gonna say there's a certain fruit that might be useful for that, but I'm wrong. I just thought about it. It's this fruit right here, the soul fruit of runic maw. Charges every 4.4 seconds. It triggers some runes. Certain runes get triggered by automatically by this. Like this one, Force Overcharge gets triggered by default, so like your next heavy attack has this applied to it. And then which one else? What else triggers with this? I think this one might trigger. I haven't tested that. I've never paid attention to it because my cooldowns are usually bonkers when I have this equipped anyway, so it's hard to calculate that one when you don't really pay attention to it. I think it triggers both of these for free without you actually having to do anything. So yeah. Other than that though, I don't think it triggers any other runics without you, like, it just primes them. It will prime the other runics to do the thing they're gonna do without, you know, like for example, this, for example, every fourth hit it applies 6.0 stacks, blah, 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 right? It will basically turn that into every 4 seconds. It's going to be every 4 hits, or every 1 hit, right? Because it just automatically sets things to be ready to apply. But very few things have like a instant trigger effect by default. Like these only have one function. They reduce cooldown. So of course, all they're going to do is reduce the fucking cooldown. It's not rocket science. You know, whereas this one, you have to it primes it to trigger for your heavy attack without you having to do all the 6 hit bursts. Yada yada yada, you get it. This one, it does make this trigger faster, but that's about it. You still have to hit things. You still have to build up. You know, you still have to build up some stack of something. What do you think if Dev added a bow to the game? I think I think the bow's guaranteed based on the roadmap here. This shit right here. Honestly, I would welcome that shit. I hope there's like multiple types of bows with like movements and shit. I thought it was tricky time to make it. Yeah, understandable misunderstanding. The only reason I know it, that's the crazy thing. The only reason I know these things is because I play this game too damn much. So like, I'm not like in the code looking at this shit. Like, you know, I understand. I've spoken to the devs. I've been in the Discord talking with the mega nerds, and they told me all about the code. Trust me, I don't know any of that shit, man. I just exist and shit works out. Like eventually I find these things out just purely by playing the game. Caveman style. I love it. It's fantastic. It's a great way to play the game, honestly. Very organic. It makes me feel confident in the shit that I know. Carry that. Thank you. Goodbye. Put that. I forgot to put it there. What does Q stand for? Because the Q for quarter go beyond third quarter for the year. Oh, I got you. I'm pretty sure the Q stands for third quarter, quarter 3 of the year. But that's a good question. But that question basically leads into the fact that the developer is way behind their own schedule. They should probably come in here and, change these dates because they're kind of wrong at this point. We're at Q4, motherfucker. Yeah. It definitely means what you think it means. It's just the dev sign he's behind, bro. He's behind on time. I don't blame him though. He has a big workload. The game caught way more success than he probably ever thought was possible, and I bet you he's overwhelmed sitting in his office, wherever, or work, or maybe he's just in a room somewhere. I don't fucking know. I don't know this dude. It'd be cool if I knew him, but I don't. Them's the facts. Carry that. Thank you. Oh, I'm on cooldown. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, actually. And now I gotta get my hearts back. This build isn't bad, but I feel like every build just kind of loses. It feels a little bit lackluster when you lose your ability to regen because you have a bunch of farm stuff on. This is mainly why I don't like using farm builds, because you have to sacrifice all the other aspects of making a build when you put shit on for the sake of farming. It's very obtuse in my humble opinion. I just don't like it. Like, it just feels dry. I'm not even complaining. Like, this isn't hard to survive. I wouldn't even need the invincibility circles. I could just focus on parrying and dodging and not getting hit. Like, it's not that hard. I played the game long enough to actually do that if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. But it's more like, you ever notice, look how my health just is not healing. I can't really get that health HP back. It's just really fucking dry, bro. You know, like, it just feels, I don't know, it just takes a soul out of the fighting, you know? When you're just unkillable, your HP stuck at a certain point, and you just exist until things die. To be honest, alright, I read that. You have to try the build. I'm suggested. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Let me make sure I go reread it actually real quick so I remember the shit in there. Let me kill the boss. Actually, before I do that, let me kill the boss, because, you know, they're right here. I gotta remember to kick more so I can actually have some real DPS with this build. That's the only caveat. You have to kick like crazy, which I like kicking. This is the only build in the game that I actually was able to put together that allows me to refresh my kick over and over, which is insane, because I love doing the kick. But, gotta make sure you do it a lot. Damn, that shit went crazy, huh? Oh, you're still alive. Are you headless? Oh, he... Alright, bro. That's quite the way to go. He wasn't having it. He wasn't taking that humiliation. What the fuck? The amount of... Yeah, man. The stars go crazy. I guess the first boss, that boss I just killed, it does... The stars are effective on them because they spawn so many enemies. But most other the other bosses in the game, they just don't spawn enough enemies to make it work. Wait. Actually depends if you're talking about the Batman or Kratos build. I already have a Batman equivalent build It's my parry build, which builds up a whole lot of bullshit. Things die. Yeah. But the Kratos build, I want to make one of those, man. I've been meaning to, remake a Howling Reaver's build. Like, this shit goes hard. Fucking love these weapons. That's definitely next on the list of things to make. I just gotta figure out which one I'm gonna replace it with. Because, it's a big sacrifice, man. Let me change some shit back, because I don't really want to, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to use any farm build stuff. It's just, it takes a soul out of it. And I want to hang out right now. I want to pick the hangout portion of the stream instead of the farming portion, bro. Right, too strong. Okay. What did I have on this? Was it Force? No, it was, no, this wasn't the one I changed. It was this. The wrong section. Put that on, and then. Yeah. I don't really care about the resources, bro. Yeah, the Blizzard build goes crazy. I love the Frost God build. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites anymore, because I've been making all, like, this replaced the Frost God build in terms of, like, pure potency. You probably saw this one. It's the now I'm blanking on the name. It's the Grim Reaper Senior build. This shit is insane. Just kill shit in, like, everything you do dies in like 1 or 2 swings. Like every group fight usually, unless there's a straggler that just wasn't near anything and didn't get hit by nothing. Then you have to go specifically kill that one. But like everything else is dead already. Yeah. I mean, I would say this build is insane, but it's more of a defense build. You can't die with this shit. All the obscured and everything else that is just generating, all the ice pillars, you can't see shit. They can't see you because you're obscured, which gives you like a 50% chance to not get hit. I mean, that shit is busted, bro. Like, and then on top of that, you have regen. This build doesn't have any lack of regen, so you're good. Like, this is crazy. Shit's nutty. I would say the only thing on it is I think it's pointless. It's kind of the amplified blood. You don't really need amplified blood for that, but I use this ring for other shit. So like, I wish I could get weapon profiles. Like, I can't stand. I'm starting to hate the fact that I can't get weapon profiles. If I can have multiple versions of the crystalline ring, like in the original, like before this update, you can have 2 crystalline ring setups, and one was for a different build, the other one was for another build. Because the way this is set up, this is perfect for this build. But on this build, having the amplified blood, it's just not useful here. It doesn't. You're not even dying. You're not getting hit with this build. On this build, you do get hit, and you do want to have more survivability, and you do want to get your health. You do want to get your health back really quickly. But this build, you don't even fucking get hurt. Nothing can really hit you. They're all everything's constantly frozen and shit. Yeah, the damage on bonkers, and again the burst damage on the boss and your stellar build. Oh, they did. Look, this even surprised me. I don't even know why this shit really hits as hard as it does. I mean, I know the stacks of empowerment, the continuous stacks of empowerment. I think it might be the kick. The kick and the first skill, the final hit specifically. The final hit. It's actually, you can actually force it if you just spam one like this. You just press it. You can end the skill early, so you just get the final hit. And the final hit is similar scaling of damage to the kick. And so you could just stack these. You just bop, 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 force it, bam, bam, kick, right? I think that's what allows you to hit those crazy-ass numbers on top of somehow, some way. I have no idea why, but sometimes you just get the freezing effect. I think it's this. I think sometimes you get the ice pillar because this triggers this, and then so occasionally out of all the 3 you can pick, it picks freeze, and then the RNG of this says, oh, you got 30% chance. Oh, you that 30% chance was hit, and now we're gonna do fucking 100% freezing damage, and this is gonna cause the ice pillars to show up, and then like. Yeah, so and those ice pillars, then they get picked up by all the damage modifiers from the empowerment and all the other shit going on that makes shit strong. It's And then maybe this triggers at the same time because it puts ice on something, and then this triggers the ice, and then the ice stack goes away, and then it's like I'm imagining it's some crazy shit where everything collides all at the same time, and this weak ass build just decides, oh, I'm gonna kill you now, bam, that's all your health gone. But then again, a lot of builds end up doing it. It's just, I don't know why this build is so good at that. Like, it's insane how effective this build is at just randomly nuking shit when it's not even supposed to. It's supposed to do like continuous, okay-ish damage where it's like, yeah, I could kill shit at level 6. It's okay. But then they just suddenly die and you're like, oh, I was supposed to be the court jester. Now I'm the king. Shit, my bad. I didn't mean to usurp the throne. Now let me remember what the fuck I was doing before I started ranting. No, my luck. Obscure does nothing for me. I mean, it's only 50-50. I feel like you can win a 50-50 50% of the time, right? Right? Surely. The fuck? Sorry, I just saw a horrible notification on my phone. Never mind. I'm not even gonna read that shit out loud. What the hell? Crazy shit they're doing in India, huh? If you know, you know. Yeah. I have a build with Tibio in it, 4 builds, different passives. Yeah, kick is crazy. Kick is crazy. I think I wanna, yeah, let me change this shit back, cause I don't really want the farming shit on. I'll be honest with you. I don't like farming stuff in this game. They need to, DevSun definitely needs to make farming gear that isn't boring to use. Because farming gear is good when you really need it, but I'm at that point I'm at that stage in the game where I don't need farming. I don't need experience. So farming gear for me is like, why? Why would I do that to myself? Why would I hurt myself? Why would I deprive myself of the insane cool shit that I could do so I can get some extra loot sometimes, like extra money? Like, I wish it was guaranteed too. Like, getting only a 30% chance makes this fucking worthless in my opinion. Cause like, bro, come on, what are we doing? 30% chance? And at higher ends, it's not. At higher ends, it's just 38. At higher ends, it's 38, bro. What are we talking about? Tissue tearing, 54%. Like, what? If you don't give me 100% or close to 100% at like plus 16, what are we talking about? What, bro? Horse shit, I tell you. Horse shit. It just doesn't. I don't like having to gamble on my RNG for builds that are supposed to take away the RNG for farming. Objectively speaking, I don't like that, because if I put on a farming build, the idea was that I'm ignoring the prospect of fun. I'm not trying to enjoy myself. I'm trying to make money so I can enjoy myself later. Like, that's the idea. So at least give me some guarantees there. You know, at least like close to guarantees. It just makes more sense versus 30% or 38%. You know, it's fuck all that. Did I change everything back like I wanted? I think so. Pretty sure. I don't even want to use this build right now. I'll be real. I'm gonna roll around with this build. Yeah, let's go with build render. An endless mode would be insane. Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. If the Veil Render rematch was endless, I would be there all day. That would be great, especially for players who are strong and can handle it. If I was someone who was confident I can handle the final wave, just give me the final wave over and over, where I just fight the big ass creatures endlessly. I love that shit. I love that wave. That's my favorite wave, and I would love to just have that. Like, what is it, wave 6? I think. Just give me that shit over and over and over and over. That's what I want. That shit would be awesome. I like parrying them. I like killing them. I like farming them. I just like fighting them, bro. They're so fun to fight. And if you want to go find them in the 3rd stage, they're scattered around. You really got to dig for them. It's not that many. Speaking of which, how about I just go do that? How about I just go do the fucking whatchamacallit, right? Let's do that. Oh, that's the wrong one. No. Wait, no, actually, no, that is where it is. I'm tripping. Go do that shit. And then, lost it. That is true. And then if you were to make it further in, the more rewards you get, it could be, oh yeah, that'd be so dope. Just go until you die, kind of thing. You can't even leave. Go until you die, or until you're done, and you keep whatever you survive with. That'd be dope. And what if it didn't cost money to do? Because if I go do it, I'm gonna end up with like 80, maybe 60,000, maybe 70,000 Ichor if I go do it right now. But honestly, I can go farm Ichor another time. I wanna kill shit. I don't even fucking care. I don't even fucking care, bro. I wanna go kill shit. That's a great place to kill. That's a great place to start. The worst part is 100k wouldn't be a crazy amount if it didn't take like 1 million to get like one piece of like gear, like one subset of gear to like plus 16 or plus 15 or plus 14. Like it really would be nice. Like I wouldn't even mind 100k if I didn't have to make new gear and it costs me a million to get this piece of gear up and like just like up and good. Like, man, I spent like 500,000 on getting a piece of gear from level 10 to level 14. It was and I had to I gambled down to my last, and I barely got it. It was last stream. It was this build. Someone gave me the idea, and I was like farming this build or farming up this weapon, and the last bit of money that I had, it went towards getting this shit to level 14. I did the rest off stream, but it's fucking nuts, bro. Man, it's ridiculous. And then you want to take 100,000 from me for having a fun arena? Jesus Christ! Like if you don't want me to enjoy my money, just say that. I would have donated it to the fucking homeless or something. You dead yet? You're not. Okay, you're dead now. I didn't bounce that at all. Kicking your chest. How are you not dead? Oh, because you multiplied. That's why. They split off away from me. And you're dead though. Thank you. Goodbye. Especially when you're unlucky. Without spending 200k for one level. Yeah, that's the worst part. Hold on. I was gonna continue ranting, but they saw me. The worst part about trying to get Veil Render, like, look at this. I've done the arena 3 times on this save. I have 3 saves. This is my 2nd save. But, I've done it 3 times on this save. This shit's not even level 2, bro. You don't even get to, like, after the arena, you don't even get the highest version of the drop of the weapon. You get a common version. You get it at common. And you need it at, like, I forget the name of this tier. It's called Firstborn. Yeah, you need to get a Firstborn drop in order to get like a guarantee a full level or 2 when your experience is this low. And after level 10 on this shit, because on my first save I have a lot of weapons that are like past 10. I did a lot of farming, like super manual farming on weapons and shit on my first save. Waste of fucking time, bro. Because like after level 10, even if you get a Firstborn a tier drop, that shit's not moving. It's moving like you got a super common drop every time. It's fucking abysmal. So like, yeah, and God forbid you have to do an arena or something else. Like this weapon right here, you'll never be able to level it up because you only get what, like, the level you get from it. This is what you get. That's all you get. You don't get to level the shit up anymore. It's actually ridiculous. Yeah, didn't get them saying. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. That's one thing I would say is a major flaw with the loot system. I like the loot system the way it is, except for the fact that you added this experience. DevSon, listen. Love it. Love this loot system. I was one of the people who didn't mind getting my shit wiped for this, because honestly, this shit's dope. Problem is, this stupid ass experience bar, bro. What the fuck were you thinking? I can't get this shit past the highest I have a weapon on my main save which is my main weapon. My main weapon that I use on my main save was just Frost Core and Ice Needle. I have this shit on. I don't remember. Actually, I can show you. Because I don't remember exactly what level it was on. I grinded the fuck out of that weapon. Here we are. I got this level 16, but I got that level. This is my original fire build. Fucking love this shit. I should probably remake this, but it costs a slot, huh? But yeah, here it is, 42. I was gonna say 49. That would have been horrendously wrong. Yeah, the starting weapon needs help with that too, huh? Yeah, but this is the highest I've got this shit. Like, and that's, you know how long it took me to get this shit? It took me like fucking 40 hours of grinding purely with this weapon, barely using anything else to get this to level 42. And then look at it, look at the levels on everything else. This shit took forever, bro. I fucking hate this shit. I hate it so much. I'm very bitter about the stupid ass experience system because it determines how many augments you can put on shit. Like, it's just stupid, bro. Like, I have I have a lot of augments on these weapons. But because of the augments, the minor augments being dictated by this stupid ass experience bar, you basically need to dedicate all your time to a very specific subset of, if you made a necklace out of this, if you made a artifact out of this, all this shit, you can't take it off. I can't even really afford to change this shit. Not really, because I can't, because look at the difference between the runes on this one, the minor augments. Like, okay, I need to go to the fucking forge so you can actually lets me show you. Look. There we go. Alright. Let me show you this shit. Okay. Let's take a look at this. 54. Look at these augments, bro. Bop, 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 bop. Look at this shit. These augments are insane. They're powerful. They're disgustingly overpowered. Let's take a look at this one. Look at this. It's ridiculously strong augments, bro. Now let's take a look at, for example, the level 16 weapon. Let's see what kind of augments you got here. Trash. Fucking trash. This shit is awful. 6%. Why would I want that? You want that? I don't want it. Damn, bro. Ha! I spit on you. Let me read chat. Recently discovered that. Sorry. Okay, and it's Bell Render is always level 2. Play for 10 minutes. Winter Heart is level 12. Yeah, it says single equipment piece over level 30 becomes very grindy. Very grindy, very fast. You got the order mixed up. I got you. But yeah, you're not wrong, man. Like, and the thing is, on the surface, you might think, oh, the minor augments don't matter. They're minor, they're useless, they're really not that strong. Wrong. Let me show you some crazy ass augments on this one. Look at this shit. That's 10% luck. Where the fuck you gonna get 10% luck, bro? And there's resourcefulness, 12%. Flat. That's just amazing. You got cold damage, 9. And then that's not even one of the best ones. I have some better augments on, where is it? Hey, buddy. Pick that one. Oh, there it is. Yep. Lightning. Like, look at this shit. Lightning. Lightning, 12 or 15%. It skips 12. It goes from, like, oh my goodness. It's crazy. Crazy. Physical damage, 10%. Holy shit. Like, this is crazy. It goes from 6 to 9 to 15 in some of these. And then, you know, with this one it goes 10. The scaling is different for physical damage. But, man, yeah, it's like, this shit's crazy. And then you got this one, Opportunism. If you're using a energy-based build, this shit is busted. Like, this is actually one of those hidden things that can make a energy-based spamming build actually be possible to spam, because you can abuse the fuck out of this. This is disgustingly overpowered. And that's +4. Like, this is the sort of shit that I wish I didn't have to get shit to level 52 for. Like, are you serious? Why? Why are the good augments that just need a bit of love and care and some levels on them, why are they locked behind this stupid ass experience system? It takes like so long to grind out this one piece of gear, and it's all RNG, so you really can't force it. I fucking hate that. Yeah, it's bad. It's 4 a.m. and I'm starting to mix up English. Actually, optimism. Oh yeah, yeah. Man, I love the opportunism. It's really good. Except I don't have access to it on my second save, which is where I've been putting a lot of my time into. Unfortunately, as you can see, I put a lot more time into this one as of recent. Simply because this is where I do all my YouTube videos on, so like it just makes sense. But man, I don't have a lot of augments on this save though. I spend more time building than grinding, which is kind of necessary because, yeah. Because on my main save, I wasn't making YouTube videos for that. I was just playing the game using like a handful of weapons. Like I only had like 3 real builds, and I only used like one of them. So I really only stuck with that one build. So that's why I was able to get it so high. It's very annoying because I can't get this weapon. I can't get Winter's Heart on my main save because it was made before the major update. And because before the major update, you had to give this weapon away for the quest. So I can't get that shit back until the dev does something to put it in the loot rotation. Like everything else, he needs to put in the fucking loot rotation. So then I can go back on my main save and actually use this shit. Because once it's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, level 55, I can't believe. I'll be dead honest with you. The level, I actually cheated on that one. Because I spent like what? Like fucking 3-4 months trying to get level 45 on my main build. I mean on my main save. So with this save, I was like, fuck that. I just went straight to level 55. Because I wanted to be able to slot rune items for certain builds. Like, yeah. Oh, you cheated. My guy, don't get on me. Don't imaginary person in my head. Listen. I've been playing this game for like almost a whole year now. I don't give a fuck. If I make a second save, I back in the day, I guaranteed myself, like, I'm never making another save. This shit is so fucking grindy, bro. Why the fuck would I make another save? And then I started making YouTube videos, so like, I had to make another save because this shit was impossible. Like, I couldn't make the winter. I had to do what I had to do, bro. It was ridiculous. But I wouldn't have cheated if it wasn't so inconvenient, bro. Like, if I didn't have to spend months to get shit to a certain level so I can actually do cool shit, I'd be down. But like, I don't really have 6 more months of time to make a single YouTube video now, do I? No, I don't. I mean, I have a third save dedicated to just finding shit, so like, yeah. What was I doing here again? 80k run. Stole it down the drain with RNG. Love to hear it. Good luck, man. I hope you get at least 1 level out of that shit. You're not gonna get shit, bro. Be honest. Be so truthful with yourself. Be so for real. Oh, shit. Wrong build. Actually, let's run with this for a little bit. My God. The one shot, bro. Oh, my goodness. The Frost God build is just so powerful. I mean, the Bell Render exists, and technically it's better because it guarantees 1 to 2 shots no matter the fight. But this shit's still strong, bro. Oh my, it's still so strong. Jesus. Look at that damage. Winter's Heart goes crazy. Oh my, instantly ended that fight. Like, these builds, like the Winter Heart and the Frost God Senior build, did I say Frost God Senior? I'm getting them mixed up. But like, these builds are basically neck and neck, bro. Jesus, this is so fucking cool. I would say the only like true difference outside of like hit count is the fact that this build is more close range and defense oriented, and just it's all about not dying, whereas the other build is like you're expected to play a little bit smarter, just a little bit. Don't get hit that much, right? And you also have the ability to kill things really quickly. This build, you kind of just freeze them up a lot, and then they die. Enemies don't really freeze that much on the other build. They're too busy dying. Like, I wouldn't even say there's much of a difference in playstyle. Like, you play them mostly the same, except with this build, you kind of want to, against a boss, you're not moving around. You're just kind of standing there menacingly. With the Bell Render build, you're kind of You're moving around a little bit. You don't want to be in a stupid position or sitting in a puddle of poison. Doesn't matter with this build though. Bam. Oh, he's dead. Damn. You trying to hit me? Let me test something real quick. No, that doesn't trigger the thing. Only hammers do it. Alright. Honestly, now that I'm editing videos, I kind of want to remake the like a lot of my old builds. I kind of want to remake them a little bit, remake those videos, simply because it went down the drain. Figures. RNG was not on your side today. It do be like that. But yeah, I kind of want to remake those videos because I'm actually doing editing now instead of just like doing one take clips. And honestly, there's some funny shit I would probably do with the you know, editing and all that shit just because I'm doing it now. I might remaster my old my Frost God video and everything. Maybe optimize. I'm sure. Is there a way I can optimize this? There's something I can do that can optimize this shit at all. I don't think so. I don't really think so. But like, I don't need the circle of protection on this build. I really don't need that. But I don't know what else I could put on it. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure what you would even put on this shit to make it worthwhile. To be honest with you. Oh shit! Hold on. Actually, no. Maybe I could put this on and then put revitalize. Then I lose the temporary hearts. I don't know. I have temporary. I have. Oh yeah, I don't have ring retribution. Maybe that's something I can optimize. Get temporary heart damage. I don't know. If I were to remaster this video, this build and make a video on it, it'd be dope. 1 second. I just got a message on Discord, but I got a message on Discord just now, but it's gone. It's like instantly gone. The fuck? Was it a fake notification? The hell? Like, I don't even see, like... It was a DM. I got a DM and it's like suddenly gone. Like the person doesn't exist at all. The fuck? How does that... What does happen? I don't understand. What? Where'd this motherfucker go? Alright, bro. The whole thing, it just it's gone. I don't get it. Alright, yep, back to the game. That shit threw me for a loop, I'm not gonna lie. Why am I even down here? I don't remember what I came down here to do. Was it to do the arena? Yeah, that's what it was. I'm doing the arena. Damn that. The clearing ability of this build. Why didn't you just teleport to the arena? Those two busy yapping. I forgot. If I'm honest with you, I forgot. Are you sure it didn't go to your private messages tab? It did. That's the thing. It went to my private messages. It was a DM. Yeah, it was a DM. Was it a direct message or private message? Who gives a shit? DM, PM, fucking same shit in this context. It was, yeah, but it was a DM, and just like it's just fucking gone now. Like, it's insane. I've never had that happen to me before. In all my years of using Discord, I've never had that shit happen to me. It was somebody who hasn't talked to me on Discord in like fucking 3 years. So I was like, who the fuck? And then I clicked on the notification. It was just gone. Crazy. Crazy how that works, right? Hey, buddy, you could die now. You could die now, bro. Thank you. You too. You know what? You're ugly. I don't like the way you look at me. Why aren't you dead yet? Sheesh. The IRS wants your ichor? They do. You know what? Don't worry. I'll give the IRS what they want after this. I got plans. I'll pay them back. I'll pay them back immediately once I'm done. I'm not gonna have any anchor after this, bro. I'm about to fucking dump it all. I'm about to fucking lose it all in the casino right now. No, not. This isn't even the casino. This is fucking. This is a Bitcoin scam. Damn, that's my life savings down the drain right there. Now I gotta listen to this fucker. Yeah. I wish it was skippable. This dialogue needs to be skippable, bro. Like if I've done this before, cut that shit out. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Be silent, bro. Stop it. Are you still talking? What are you doing? Uh-huh. Alright. Run, bro. Give me your money, give me your bread. Why is everything dying so fast? Is this a level 6? Yes, I'm just a really strong dude. You see my muscles? You can see them bulging through the screen if you pay attention. Oh, you wanna know how much I rep? A little over like 100,000,000 ultra number large kilos. Yeah, I'm like the strongest person on earth, you know. That's why my build is so incredible. You know, it's because I bench the universe, you know. So I kind of just carry the game through my muscles. What the fuck am I talking about? Those are the stupidest shit I've said in a long time. I'm not gonna lie. I was just yapping. I was just speaking. Speaking nothing into the universe, bro. Yeah, I'm just gonna start mashing. I'm just gonna start mashing. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Nice day we're having, huh? Goodbye. Kick in your chest. Alright. No, you see, I'm not Saitama. Saitama, he had to break his limits. I was just born without him. I just decided one day I wanted to min-max on my muscles, you know? So I did, you know, it's like, it was nothing crazy. It's like, it was a casual Saturday afternoon. I heard that guy took like 3 years. Weak ass character. Me personally, I could have did it in like 2 hours, but, you know, yeah, I decided to take it slow. I didn't want to like be noodle armed the next day, so you know, just I did it over the course of an entire day instead. Wait, actually, what if VOIN gets a gauntlet weapon, dude? If VOIN gets a gauntlet, a fist weapon, I'd lose my fucking mind. Those are my favorite type of weapons in any game. Whether I'm doing direct combat or it's just some turn-based game, I don't give a shit. If it's a character who uses their fist, that's my favorite character. I love characters who punch things so much. It's actually, I would lose my mind if this game got a fucking gauntlet weapon. Even if it was weak, I would make that my main favorite build, and I wouldn't care about any of that shit. To be honest, your builds are being reinforced a lot on the game's Discord. When this game blows up, you think so? I mean, actually, no, you're right. I will probably be an OG channel for this game when it actually reaches its popularity potential. Simply because I was the only person really doing content for it at all. I didn't even do it for that, by the way. I just did it because I fucking love this game. I played it for months. I have a lot of information that's not on the wiki, and it's pissing me off. So I put it on the fucking... I made a video, and it was a half-ass video I made because I was excited about the new update. And I was like, damn, that sucks. I don't like it. Like, if you watch that very first VOIN video, I was nervous as fuck. I was trying my best to not sound stupid, but I ended up, in my humble opinion, I sound really fucking stupid in that video. Like, it's, yeah, terrible video, bro. But hey, it worked. It got me in. It got me in. And nobody else is making fucking guide videos, bro. The closest I saw was somebody showing off like a build, showing off, I think? Or am I tripping? No, that wasn't a guide video of any kind. It just happened to have the word build in the video, but it had nothing to do with a build. Yeah. There's a VOIN Discord. Yeah, I've never been in it though. I've actually never been in the VOIN Discord. Like at all. I don't even know. So that's why I don't know if like my channel is even doing anything there. Like if they know of my existence. That'd be pretty cool if the people in the VOIN Discord know about me. I mean, I don't really fuck with Discord servers that much, so it's not like I want to be in there. I want to get some VIP status as like the one and only person covering this game. But like, you know, it wouldn't hurt. But also, I don't want to be involved that much because then people will probably try to DM me and be like, "Hey, can you tell me something?" I can only imagine how many annoying DMs I would get from being someone who actually does shit. I mean, but it's like a sacrifice. It'd come with privileges. Maybe the developer would actually contact me about my feedback on the game because I play it so much, and I make content on it, and I cover like obscure bits of information that's not even on a wiki. Maybe I can get some clout, and the developer would like fuck with me. Maybe we could be friends. You know, it's like, oh, I'm the only person who has like the inside scoop on the game's update, and I'm the only person who gets to make videos on it. That'd be dope, but unlikely. So, no, thank you. In Egypt, games are expensive when we don't usually purchase, but since I watched the videos regarding the game, I immediately bought it. Damn, that's hardcore, bro. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I mean, I thought what was I thought? I'm pretty sure in places like Brazil and you're in Egypt, it's like games are just the prices of games are retarded, bro. So the fact that I was able to convince you to just go all in, that's just fucking sick. And for a lot of different reasons, but also because this game is definitely worth the cost. When I first saw this game a long time ago, I was like, fuck, I need to buy this immediately. I was broke. I still am broke, but like, hey, I don't regret it. This game is one of those things where I would gladly skip a meal to have played this game. And I, you know, it's like, you know, what's one meal to having VOIN? You tell me. Like, bro, this shit's awesome. This shit's the best, bro. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Deadass. In all my years of gaming, I've been around the block, bro. I've played PS2, PSP, fucking name a console. I've probably touched it at least once in my lifetime. If not, I put a fucking shit ton of time in a lot of different things, man. I've been a gamer for way longer than I probably should have been able to be a gamer. But yeah, this is definitely up there as like one of my favorite games of all time, simply because it has so much love and passion put into the concept of it. Like the developer knows what he wants to make. He's actually trying to do cool and innovative shit with his systems, even at the cost of overhauling them and just wiping your progress. Like, I respect that. He's not afraid of people getting upset because their progress got wiped because he did a big change that required that shit. He just said, "Fuck it, this is the direction I'm taking, and live with it." Like, that's the sort of shit I can get behind. Someone who has the balls to actually like do what they got to do to make a great product. They don't care about nobody's fucking feelings. They're making good shit, and you're gonna fucking stand outside the kitchen and wait for the food to get cooked, or you don't eat. It's them's the rules. Now shut the fuck up. I love that shit. Developers with, like, there's just not a lot of developers like this guy. He's a rare individual in this industry, man. I'm gonna read chat and stop yapping. Yeah, same about the game. 2 minutes of gameplay. Sort of had that charisma. Are you talking about me or the game? I don't have that much charisma. Calm down. This has to be the game. 10 USD is 500 EGP. Damn. It's 6K. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That is expensive. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't like that perspective. Get that shit out of my brain. That makes me feel. That makes me feel bad. What the fuck? And the game ain't even finished, so yeah, I can't wait for VOIN to become a game. And true, my favorite game is Warframe, Yu-Gi-Oh, and name a few. One of my favorite games is Little Big Planet 2, Shank 2, probably never heard of that, and it's a more recent indie game by the name of Metal Bringer, and it has a prequel called Samurai Bringer. I put those two in the same box. I don't count that as two separate games because they kind of spring off of each other, but you know, honestly, I love Metal Bringer. It's so fucking good. Anyway, I used to play Warframe a lot when I was a kid, but I fell off the train. The grind got too much for my broke ass, no income child hands, so, you know, the frustration got to me and I quit. And I don't think I'll ever go back because the little money that I do have as an adult, I don't want to accidentally get tempted to use it to get some fucking platinum so I can and so I can make shit. And then, you know, bro, I will fall into that trap so easily if I got back on Warframe. Warframe is amazing. Bit too grindy, but amazing. Yeah. Terraria is one of my favorite games of all time, too. I wouldn't play it again too much because, you know, it's just not the same anymore for me. Even with mods, I've tried the crazy mods that are out there, and it's like, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it too much. But, like, for the sake of the experiences I had with my friends back in the day growing up playing Warframe, I mean, not Warframe, Terraria, that shit was fucking insane, man. I love Terraria so much for what it did for me in my childhood. Especially since back then there wasn't too many multiplayer games I would play with other people. Cause since I was a child, I've always been into single player games. I don't really fuck with multiplayer games too much, simply because 9 times out of 10, it's full of cheeseheads and tryhards and idiots and losers that rely on some crazy exploit or some absolute bullshit that they could just beat you with. And it's like, bro, if you took that shit off and fought me fairly, you would lose instantly. You know, like, but hey, they don't do it because they want to win. Or, you know, there's been a few multiplayer games that I've played that actually were balanced enough where my skills shine through against all the cheese, but eventually those games get updates that favor the cheese and the bullshit, so I quit those games, and it's like, damn, for like 2 years, I actually loved this multiplayer game, but now all the cheesers can like one-shot me, and I don't even get a chance to know that they're there. It's crazy sort of bullshit is this. When you can get hit from the other side of the map by someone you didn't even know existed, yeah, it's time to quit that game. That ain't it, bro. That ain't it. To be honest, Warframe's grind is worth every second you put into it. Yeah. Problem is, I don't have a lot of seconds to give to the game anymore, and plus, I quit so long ago. I don't have access to that account data anymore. Like, I'm pretty sure I forgot all the information regarding how to log into that account. It's a long ass time ago. So I don't remember the password. I don't remember the email. That was a totally different email. I don't use that email anymore. What email was that? Holy shit, I have so many emails. And it's not one of them I use now, not one of them I remember. I couldn't possibly get into that account. Everything I've done in that account, I think I was mastery level 8 or whatever. That shit gone, bro. That shit gone. And it will be gone forever. Yeah, competitive games make me feel like a masochist. Make me feel like I'm a masochist. You know what? Yeah, I think that's the answer. And if the game doesn't allow me to have skill expression, where I can at least feel like a badass for beating the people who did all the bullshit, I don't even want to play the game. I don't want to go through, like, I'm not a masochist. I don't want to torture myself. But if you give me a game where I don't have to torture myself, and it's actually just a cool ass experience of beating the people who are trying their hardest to cheese you out, then it's like, okay, I don't mind the torture if I come out on top. And these motherfuckers message me like, bro, blah, 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 blah. They send me a hate message, but, like, I beat them fair and square when they tried to, like, do every bit of bullshit they can to win. Like, that's some cool shit. But when I just can't do that, and I have to resort to cheesing them back just to make it work, hell no. I'm not a cheeser, bro. I don't like cheesing on single-player games, multiplayer games. I just can't stand it. I want to play it fair. There's a game, PS3 exclusive, unfortunately it's discontinued, called Eve. You played Dust? You played Dust 514? I love that game. That game was so fucking sick. I played the fuck out of Dust as a kid, dude. I remember getting called by squeakers, I remember getting called a squeaker by some adults who didn't want to let me join up their party because I was playing the fuck out of Dust. I was like, bro, I want to play with a squad. And I found these dudes who had like a legitimate squad and a group and everything. I was like, yo, can I play with you guys? And like, no, bro, you're a squeaker. We can't let you in. Come back in a few years when you're older. And I was like, but it's a game. The game's probably not even gonna be out by then. It's like, or it's gonna be. It's like, you know, they just didn't want a squeaker in the. I respect it. Like, looking back at it, I wouldn't have let squeaky ass voice me in either. Like, fuck that. Dust 514 was chef's kiss. We need that shit back. I need that shit. Especially fighting games. I love fighting games from the bottom of my heart. But if you're not playing that genre of fighting games, you always suck. And you always get destroyed. Yep. One of the games I'm gonna I'm gonna start practicing. Yesterday I bought Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Uh, you know, maybe it seems like a bad idea, but I actually want to try to get into it because of all the fighting games that have come out recently. It has some mechanics that I like the most. I like the mechanics and the way you do things, and the moves list and everything of the characters in that game. It's very streamlined. It's very dope. I love it. Big fan, right? But I want to see how far I can get in that game. How good I can get amongst whatever people playing that game. I plan on like actually taking it seriously. Maybe if I get good enough, I might start streaming it too as something I just regularly play on like a Saturday, right? Some Saturday fucking Fatal Fury. I don't know, whatever the fuck I'd label it. Right? I think that would be pretty badass. Alright, let's wrap this final wave up. Game companies are allergic to money, bro. Well, you could say I'm wrong because they only do stuff that chases money, but the thing is, if you notice a trend, games that chase money are starting to die a lot. So unless you're like Genshin Impact or another game that relies on having a shit ton of gamblers who can't control themselves, you just don't have you don't have any sustainability. You're not gonna last. You're gonna be just another Black Ops that falls off because nobody wants to deal with your fucking predatory horse shit. You know? And then they're gonna have to wait till Black Ops 7 to come back. And oh, what happened in Black Ops 7? Nobody wants to play it. Warzone kind of kicked their ass again. Uh-oh. It's crazy. Crazy how that works. Well, I wouldn't say again because Warzone... Did I say Warzone? I meant a Battlefield, my bad. Battlefield. But Battlefield before this one was kind of, it kind of fell off hard, didn't it? I take that back. Like, people wanted the game before that one instead of that one. Damn. Anyway, but yeah, generally speaking, AAA games, they're just in a bad shape, bro. They take too long to develop games, and they think they need top of the line everything, and they need to spend 10 years. Like, oh, we spent 10 years putting together this game because the fans really wanted it. No, the fans wanted a game that actually made sense. That actually made people go, yeah, that was fun. You spent 10 years developing a fucking psychological trap to get people to stay long enough so you can get them to spend their money on shit that they don't want. Crazy how that works, right? The most important thing when playing fighting games is having a mentality to try to improve. Trying to beat that opponent. You just want to learn. Yeah, you got a point. I actually love that mentality. That's one of my favorite things about fighting games, at least when I play it, is maintaining the mentality of I'm not trying to win. I just want to improve. I want to know why I lost to this person. I want to try to see if I can mitigate that before they leave and, stop rematching me. Or at least till I run out of rematches. Like, I want to get what I can out of that and then repeat the cycle over and over. Like I'm taking mental notes. That level of growth is so good. It's so good. So good. It's great. I love that. But it comes with a caveat because some games just have a lot of cheese and a lot of unnecessary levels of bullshit where it's like, oh yeah, the learning curve is steep, not because the game is hard, but because there's just a lot of bullshit you had to learn to adapt to. And if you weren't there at the very beginning when the game first came out and everybody was all learning it from scratch together because nobody knew about it, and you join in late when everybody already knows all the bullshit and you have to learn all the bullshit just to be able to fight a dude, that's when it's like, yeah, I don't want to play that fighting game. But City of Wolves is actually pretty balanced. Of all the fighting games that have come out recently, it doesn't have like a character who's just like, yeah, I don't want to have to learn how to fight this character, who's like the only character people tend to pick most of the time. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Like one thing no one could ever convince me of is that the idea of fighting a character like Dawson. Dawson in Street Fighter is one of those characters like if you try, you're lying if you mean to tell me, oh yeah, Dawson's fair, just learn to fight him. He has weird hitboxes you can take advantage of and hit him and punish him. I don't want to punish Dawson from across the screen because he sent his long ass stupid ass foot at me, bro. I don't want that shit. Cause I can't even like get a combo off of hitting his foot. All I do is stop him from hitting me across the screen. That shit's not fun. And not to mention, he's one of the most sauceless fighting game characters. Not even Street Fighter. He's one of the most sauceless fighting game characters of all time. Like, I hate Dawson. He's the prime example of everything I hate about fighting games. I can't stand that people don't... Like, there's people who just don't mind him. And I'm like, bro, you're too used to the bullshit. step away from it for just a moment, and you realize how lame he is to fight. He's not fun to fight. He's not interesting to watch in tournaments. He's not cool. He doesn't have any cool combos. In fact, his best combos are super short, and they just end in his stupid fireball. Or what is it? Yoga Flame. That stupid ass Yoga Flame super he does in Street Fighter 6. And don't get me started on his prior iterations in old Street Fighters. Man, he's so fucking lame. There's no iteration where Dawson is actually a cool character. He just lames you out if he wins, and if he doesn't win, it's a boring victory because you beat somebody who didn't know how to use the full screen bullshit against you. And the stupid ass fireballs that bounce and stop your fireballs because his fireballs are just better for whatever reason. Crazy how that works. Let me read chat real quick. Fighting games, it's in because it's usually one-on-one. You can only blame yourself, not teammates. The conundrum of MMOs. Players joining too late and feeling overwhelmed. Yeah. I don't mind joining MMOs too late, unless like it's one of those MMOs where they just like mechanic dump a lot. An MMO that's like prime example of this in recent times would be if you ever, I don't know if you guys know about this, but it's called Phantasy Star Online NGS. Not the old Phantasy Star, but Phantasy Star Online NGS. There's a difference. If you ever played that one, it started off pretty simple and honestly featureless. And now it has a bunch of features nobody wants to use. And a whole lot of progression paths that you have to take advantage of. Otherwise, you'll always be weak, you'll always be underpowered, and everybody will kick you out of their fucking shit. But because I was there from the beginning, I know exactly how bullshit everything is, but I have everything. I don't play the game anymore. I have 1,000 hours on that game, but like, even if I come back now, it wouldn't be hard to catch up because I'm min-maxed on like a whole bunch of other shit that other players could never, you know, be min-maxed on for a long-ass time. So it's not hard for me to catch up because I'm up to date with all the biggest bullshit. But like, it's one of those games where it's like, I wouldn't recommend to a new player because you have to have somebody guide you through and actually pay attention to all these random ass buttons that you wouldn't think, oh, the technical increasement bar, that and the other button mechanic, and in your arms feature, that thing, yeah, those aren't useless. They aren't just random buttons. You actually have to level those up because otherwise, nobody wants you on their raids because you can't take advantage of certain boss phases. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy the level of bullshit that these MMOs can introduce that just make new players feel like, I don't want to be here anymore? Reminds me of Zangief in Street Fighter 6 with modern controls. You get noobs destroy you because they can one-hit button command grab instantly. Yeah, the only thing I would say about that is that ultimately it is a bit of a skill issue because technically you have to get good enough to be ready for command grabs. And a really good player on classic controls can throw out a command grab whenever they want as well. So against a really good player on classic controls, there's not much of a difference mechanically, if you really think about it. So objectively, you're just really the real complaint is a mechanically functional Zangief player, assuming they can actually do his command grabs easily, regardless of how they do it. The fact that they can do it, it's just annoying to fight if you don't have the reactions and the understanding and the matchup knowledge. Just avoid his grabs, jump over that shit, punish it because it's like that's -5. So if you just throw out a jab, you can stop it. Like, or maybe he does the EX version and it's armored now, so now you have to do a grab instead, and you barely get it because you know, some shit like that, right? Now, do I think that's fair? No, I think that's annoying as hell. But it's not the most egregious shit I've seen in fighting games. I'll give Zangief players on Modern a pass simply because I would personally take it as a challenge to just get better than them and never fall for their bullshit ever again. Because fuck you. How dare you think you can beat me because you're a Modern player? I spit on you. Main mechanic dump is a word for World of Warcraft in a nutshell. Yeah, it's valid. I've never played World of Warcraft and I never will. Too many horror stories. Main reason why MMO my favorite MMO Skill Wars, because every expansion was released still relevant to today. Oh yeah, and skill issue in my party. And yeah, you never know the pain in fighting game unless you play Ermac. Or play versus Ermac. Are you talking about Ermac in which one? Which Mortal Kombat? My most hated version of Ermac was Mortal Kombat 9. I can't stand Ermac in Mortal Kombat 9. That was horseshit. I don't think he was one of the most disgusting characters in Mortal Kombat 9, but definitely was up there, bro. Especially because I wasn't that good at fighting games back then as a kid. Yep, I knew it. The moment you said Ermac, it had to be MK9. It had to. But yeah, as a kid, I wasn't that well versed in getting good at fighting games. So characters like Ermac were they just ruined my day. And the worst part is, I didn't like playing Ermac either. He was really boring to me. So I didn't enjoy playing him. I didn't enjoy fighting him. It was awful, bro. Damn, this build's crazy fun, though. It's mindless, it's fun, it's effective. Oh, one shot! Whoa! Whoa, these guys... Okay, I pull up, and they're dead. Alright. Wow, okay. You gotta love when that shit happens. I mean, I know it can happen, but I'm surprised it happened with this build, and not the Bell Render build. The Bell Render build is the one I expect that shit to happen on the most. Did I already fight this boss? I don't think I did, right? No, I left. I fought him earlier as a test. Or was I'm getting my timelines mixed up. Did I fight him as a test, or was that for a video? I don't remember anymore. It's all blurring together at this point. Who cares? I don't. Bam, bam. Kicked in your chest. Definitely not the strongest build in terms of like just overall damage, but it's easily one of my most ignorant builds because I'm just mashing, bro. I don't even care if I get like getting hit doesn't mean anything. What does that even mean to get hit? Like, I've never heard of damage. It's not real. Damage isn't real. 6 a.m. here? Yeah, man, go get yourself some sleep. It's crazy. Why are you still here? I appreciate the dedication, but go live your life. Yeah, man. Thanks for watching, though. Thanks for watching. Damn, I'm fast as hell, man. Why am I so fast? Why am I so fast? What was that? Where'd that speed come from just now? What the fuck? I didn't have any... I'm confused. It wasn't obscure. It wasn't anything that I did. Where'd that fucking speed come from? Have a good night. I should probably do the same. It's 5 a.m. Yeah, man. Y'all go get yourself some sleep. Yeah, no problem, man. I'm glad to be of service. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna play around a little bit more. And how long has it been going? Hour and 44 minutes. That's actually pretty good. I might end it myself soon, if no one else shows up to talk and hang out. I'll end it in 2 hours, or not 2 hours. And then once I hit 2 hours for me of the stream, 2 hours of streaming. I feel like that's a good time, right? It's like a professional content creator time. Yeah. Yeah. Once you get a good heart build, getting hit doesn't mean a thing. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I'm gonna blow up at this point. At this point, I'm gonna blow up. Mainly because I'm doing what I want and I'm not like just following trends. I feel like that matters a lot, especially now because YouTube is starting to get saturated with a lot of trend chasers, much more than ever before. So it gets harder for people to stand out. In my humble opinion, you want to stand out, stop doing what everyone else is doing and just like spend a year or two doing exactly what you want to do. Make the content you actually like. And motherfuckers just show up because they fuck with you, because you fuck with what you're doing. But if you're just one of those I want to be Mr. Beast channels, good fucking luck. I guess good luck trying to do what he did to blow up. Counting to 1 million. Remember, people might not remember that, but he actually did that before he was popular. I remember watching those videos when I was in high school and shit. Motherfucker just counting to 1 million and other, like putting a microwave inside a microwave inside a microwave. Like that's what people had to do when they didn't have a gimmick, or not gimmick, but when they didn't have a thing that they actually cared about. You actually have to find some shit you care about and do it really good. Anyway, yeah, wait, Loon, why are you still talking? You said you were gonna leave. Both of you said you were gonna leave. What are you doing? You're making me self-conscious all of a sudden. You said you were gonna leave. Let me read what you said though. Anyways, I'll get that. Yeah. By the way, this boss is immune to projectiles. Is this boss immune to projectiles? Because I think they are, or at least they have. I think bosses have certain levels of resistance to them. Since you're still here, let me drop some knowledge. I think for example, the boss on stage 2 has a resistance to fire. Obviously, nuclear damage still hurts him to a large degree because it's nuclear damage, but they have a certain resistance to some things. The boss in that I just killed does have a resistance to projectiles from what I understand, but if you're just stacking up your sharpness, the next thing you do is gonna like destroy them anyway, so like who gives a shit? They're gonna get nuked by your next attack because you stacked up sharpness, so who cares? He did his thing, yeah. But true, you were replying to what we said. Kind of rude to leave. Ah, I see. You know, that's valid. That's valid. That's valid. That's valid. Okay. Okay. You guys should leave. Well, I'm gonna like purposely check my phone right now, and that's your cue to get the fuck out of here, because otherwise you'll get stuck. We'll be stuck in this response loop of responding to each other. Following trends gives you quick and temporary fame, but doing what you want builds a steady community. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. That's what I've been trying to do for the last like year. It's all I cared about. I'm only gonna play shit I care about. And I'm never gonna give in to demands. Like no one's ever gonna like you can suggest shit to me, but I never like people who think they could just tell me, oh hey, yeah, you should play this. Why aren't you playing this game? Bro, if you don't play, can you play more of this one game? And it's like that's a game I haven't played in like 2 years. I was like, no, listen, I'm done with that game. Maybe I put like 300 hours in it. At that point, we're done with whatever game that is. If you only subscribe to me because of that game, cool beans. I'll go do what I want somewhere else. I'm not really one for the bullshit. Just not the biggest fan of that shit. I always find that annoying in other people's comment sections that I like other small like content creators that I like watching. You go in the comments, it's like this one dude, when are you gonna play Predator Hunter Grounds or insert random game here again? It's like, bro, he hasn't played that game in like 2 years. Move on with your life. Why did you even click on this video? What's wrong with you? Jesus. Anyway. Yeah. Good night, y'all. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna stall until I get to the 2-hour mark. Maybe I keep going. Maybe I keep going. We'll see. Oh shit! I got a bunch of comments on my videos. Let me check those. Okay, maybe not a bunch. A bunch is a strong word. But a handful of comments that I didn't check. Actually, no, it's just one. I was looking at other notifications and I got confused. Who was he talking to? Everybody left. I'm talking to somebody. And if not, you'll be okay. I think. Right? Yeah, I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to me. How about that? Let's see. I'm not gonna lie. The person was so much better. Oh, that wasn't even on my video. That was a random comment or reply from like a video from yesterday that it was short, a random short. I should make shorts, huh? But I kind of don't want to. I don't think I want to make shorts, but I probably should. Like at some point, I should probably look into putting a little short together or like cutting some of my videos up to make a short out of it or some shit. It makes sense, kind of. Actually, no, because my videos are formatted for big screen. So if I cut those videos up to make a short, it's gonna be like those random ass shorts you see that are like out of frame and not the resolution's incorrect and it looks stupid. I don't want to make a dumbass looking short. I'd have to actually make like a dedicated short with the proper resolution, size, and everything, so it looks correct. So it would take more. I'm actually willing to put effort into that sort of shit. Because you don't want to be lazy. Because once you start being lazy, especially for something that doesn't even pay you, then like it just creates a habit. You gotta at least try to build up good habits. What webtoons are up tonight? Let me take a look. Oh, right, this one. Wait, why are there 2 episodes? I swear I already watched this one last week. Oh, season finale, that's why. Season finale and acknowledgements. It's a double dip. I'm gonna read this real quick. What? He's gonna read instead of playing the video game? Yeah, I'm gonna read instead of playing a video game. Give me a second. This is what the music is for. You realize I wonder if there's anybody still watching at this point. I don't know why you would. Like, honestly, if you're still watching me and you haven't said anything in chat, I'm no pressure, but like, I am kind of just stalling for time at this point until I hit the 2-hour mark. But I'm not really gonna stream at the 2-hour mark if nobody gives a shit. If you're just silent, because like maybe I might go play another different game, and I don't think anybody want to watch that. You know, like if I go play some fucking Fatal Fury, well, I'm still a scrub at that game right now. Honestly, I don't think anybody's gonna watch that. I think everybody's gonna click on and they're gonna leave because that's not a VOIN video or a VOIN stream. So it's like, realistically, whoever's still watching, I have no reason to entertain you because you haven't made your existence known in the chat. So I don't know what you fucking want, or if you're willing to stick it out if I go fucking play Fatal Fury on stream instead for another 2 hours. So you know. You don't have to sit this last like what, 7 minutes until I hit like the 2-hour mark. You don't have to be here for that, bro. If you don't want to be here, just go. Dead ass. I'm not holding you hostage. I don't care. I'm not worried about it. My streams don't even make me money, so like, I couldn't even be worried about the profits if I cared. If like, it just wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. The hangout portion is over, I guess. You know. I had my fun. Everyone else who talked in chat and shit had their fun. It was great. It was a beautiful time. But at this point, I'm just stalling now. There's nothing left. I promise. I promise. You know? This is the portion where if you're still in the establishment, we're just cleaning up after the birthday party, bro. Like, I mean, you can hang out and go sit on the chair in the corner. We're not going to move that chair. But all these other chairs, we got to put them up in the garage and shit. And get all the confetti off the floor. Put the kids to bed. You know, people are leaving, bro. You have no reason to still be at the party. I'm just saying. Like, me personally, I wouldn't still be here, but hey, you do what you want. Let me pause that. The rain and thunder is getting a little bit loud. Let's just enjoy the beautiful background music instead. I love this song. I actually had to I put this whole playlist that's been playing playing in the background of the stream this whole time. I put this shit together myself. It took me like a long time because I had to hand pick every one of these songs. I had to go download a bunch of shit and hand pick between different things from different games and all that other shit. Because I'm pretty sure all these songs in this playlist are copyright free. But who knows? We'll see later when the stream is finally done doing whatever it does once the stream ends. Yeah, it's like, how long is this? Holy shit, that's 11.8 hours of music in there. Crazy. Crazy how that works, huh? And I'm only gonna add more in the future. It's on shuffle, so like, completely random. I like what I like. Who's he talking to at this point? Well, apparently I'm talking to nobody. Oh, everybody left. Good, you took my advice. To be fair, the stream is ending in 5 minutes. I'm literally just rambling for the sake of time. I'm getting to that 2-hour mark, and then I'm ending the stream. Like, that's it. Like, that's it. Unless somebody in chat actually wants me to keep going. But if that happens, that'd be like a Christmas miracle. Cause I'm basically done, you know. I did what I came here to do. I enjoyed myself. Why don't you just put up a screen or something? Well, no, I don't want to. How many people watched? Holy shit. Surprised, like the active view count, like for the, not active, but the general view count on the stream even got this high. I don't expect my streams to do that good, ever. Especially VOIN streams, but it's like there's certain games that I could stream that actually just get a lot of clicks, even if people don't stay and watch. But like, yeah, getting to 34 before like, you know, it even went post stream is pretty good. I fuck with that. That's great. On that beat, on that beat, on tempo jab, that beat, on that beat, on chat beat, on chat, on jet, come on, on chat beat, on chat beat. On chat beat, chat, on chat, on chat, yeah. Seems to be rushed. It's a season finale, dumbass. Of course it's rushed. Gotta close shit off so you get ready for the next season. A preparatory word, doofus. Motherfuckers just be talking out their ass. Honestly, I hate casuals sometimes when it comes to reading. They never know what the fuck they're talking about. Just say shit. Or they just like shit without understanding why they even like it. That's a problem because they don't know what they like or if what they like is actually stupid. They just kind of like it, but next thing you know, they have no quality control. You know, then you get a lot of slop that's like, why is this even popular? Because people don't really have a proper sense of taste. They just kind of like something because someone else liked it and someone else liked it. It's like, bro, you even know their reasons for liking that thing? No, but like most of my friends group likes it. Damn, you're a follower. Anyway, that was a random ass rant. I'm gonna end the stream now. I'm gonna press this button and it's gonna be the outro. Because the 2 hour mark has been hit. Honestly, I have nothing positive to say towards the end of the stream because this whole stream was just positive and a positively great time. I didn't keep it positive the whole time. You can't always be positive. That's horse shit. If anybody ever said that, they're a fucking liar. And then behind closed doors, they're spouting all sorts of curses and saying how they really feel. So fuck that person. They're a dishonest piece of shit. Ha, I spit on 'em. Anyway, but yeah, it was a good ass stream. Uh, uh. Those are my final 3 words. Goodbye. Get the fuck out of here. If you're watching in the future, why? Why did you do this to yourself? You didn't have to watch this part. You could have clicked off at the 50-minute mark. I told you I wasn't gonna do shit. I said it. And I was committed, bro. I didn't lie. I'm not a liar. Sometimes. Okay, bye.